Welcome to this episode of the Brothers Banter Podcast. My name is Brian.
And my name's Donnie.
Ricardo. What's up?
Who's that?
Italiana. What's going on, buddy?
Nope. What's up, man?
Are you echoing?
No, I'm muting it.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Always,
oh my goodness, I thought I fixed it. All right.
Oh,
We'll wait until
that'd have been awesome.
we'll wait until a couple people get in here. We got a few showing up, so yeah, we'll let them trickle in and then go from there.
There we go. Try to get comfortable.
Yep, if you're showing up in the stream,
yep,
and you're a
say
visitor,
hey.
Say hey, say hello, say how are you, how you doing?
How you doing over there? Hey, what's up? Yada yada. You know what I mean?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Say hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh, there's one that went out on us.
Yep. They're like, these two hammerheads.
Yeah, well, hey, not everybody can be part of the up and coming most popular podcast.
But it is a good. There might be a good
world.
chance they got kicked out. You know, they might
That's
have.
true. Does that happen?
Yeah, happens all the time. Hello, wifey.
Yeah, that's Seinfeld.
That is.
Yeah, hello.
That indeed.
That was it. It didn't last too long. All right.
Lasted a whole episode.
Yeah.
You know.
But toward the end of it, Kramer said that's played. That's way played. All right. I got a little bit of okay.
I saw Michael Richards on a something where there was a fight on stage. I'm not sure what the I'm not sure what. Oh, it was Andy Kaufman.
Oh, okay.
I think it was the Andy Kaufman show or something like that, and
he played it pretty good. And he always wanted to be wrestling. Did you see a couple of those clips?
I did. Where Jerry Lawler slapped the taste out of his mouth.
That was all. That's all.
He was the intergender champion.
Yeah, I think he could have been a big wrestling star.
Yeah.
He had the charisma and the.
Yeah, but he was stupid though. He was just.
He was only a one show wonder. Taxi, is that
pretty much?
Is that all that he could do?
That's all that yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
You know, but Mark. Yeah, it is indeed a fiasco, and I can tell you, Mark, that there's going to be some heads rolling, and I really think that I mean, they're obviously not going to drop the charges. It's not even going to be a mistrial. They're going to take this thing all the way to the end. The judge is corrupt. He's a piece of crap. He tells Trump, that if you go to your son's graduation, I'm going to put you in jail and fine you $3,000, which is chump change to Trump. Trump don't care about money. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't give two craps. That's the only person that's ever been in politics that came in, as a multi-billionaire and, they had worth like $9 billion. And then he leaves the White House with, worth $3 billion. But everybody else has been in the White House, comes in worth, $1 million, $2 million, and leaves worth, $250 million. So yeah, you tell me. It's just corrupt. And anyway, got off on a tangent. My apologies.
Okay, so we got we got. I see it fluctuating, so there may be a couple getting kicked out of one of them. Which, oh man, you know what I didn't do?
What?
I did not put this. I don't think I tagged freaking X Twitter in on this one for whatever reason.
Well.
Yeah. It is what it is. I mean, it's not like it's going to be the last podcast, which we are up to podcast 162. Moving up there. Yeah, I was talking in front of somebody and I was talking about the podcast today, and somebody kind of looked around at me and said, "You got a podcast?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "We on number 160 something." At the time, I didn't know exactly what we're at, but this makes 162. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. This podcast is brought to you by. Hey, we do have people.
What's so funny?
Just brought to you by, and I'll explain. So we do have somebody that is trying to get Banter for Hire. We just haven't come to an agreement on
terms,
and so yeah, and we are wide open for that. So if anybody, hey, we even do commercials. You know, if you need, you have a business and you want a commercial, and we can put that commercial out there for you. Donnie is.
We can.
He's got his own business. He has a Grecian hair formula that he sells, and as you can tell, it looks really nice on him.
Oh, so, it's very nice. It's very nice and silky. You know,
yeah,
almost white.
So,
you know,
so let me ask you something. So, how's that Grecian formula hold up if there was ever an apocalypse? I mean, do you care? Do you have extra tubes of it? Is it like a lane and you go around to all these different places and gather it all up and stock it in your closet, or what?
So a lane got a bunch of Grecian formula?
No, but you know what? Without saying, you know what she did. So yeah, so let's talk about hypothetical. Okay, you know, if the apocalypse, you know, it came down to, you know, mass exodus to where everything's shut down, like we've experienced this year already. We've experienced. Now, how many different phone companies have actually went down this year for hours or what? Huh?
Just about all of them. But did you know that there are, I want to say 9. Let's see. 4 states have major 911 outages right now. Like somebody cut 911 outages. Like somebody cut the big wires, you know, they're like, you know, this big around underground.
Yeah.
And in 4 states, millions of people can't call 911 right now.
In 4 states. Do you know what states they are?
I do. They are Texas. I want to say.
Good Lord, Texas is huge.
Yeah, how about that? Let's see. Nebraska, Nevada, and South Dakota. All right, so it says they were restored. So it says there's no indication that there was a cyber attack, but I saw a news report that said that the cables were cut underground. So obviously, maybe not a cyber attack, you know, but there's also here in Georgia, there's a school here that got ransomed.
Well, there's definitely
all their information got ransomed.
If 4 states got that, they definitely knew where to cut, and where to cut. I mean, as far as to take out, that's kind of strategic. Is it somebody that helped put it in the ground? Or, is it somebody? I mean, it's not like you just accidentally hit a small piece of wire with a lawnmower and you have to call them out to fix it. This is the whole state. So, anyway,
right.
And that there are some rumors out there that they're saying the banking system is going to be down before the election for up to 30 days. So, what do you, I mean, so are you prepared for that?
I'm not.
Well, we know that
not
you
at
are.
all.
I mean, Meriday money. I mean, you got it up underneath your mattress in mason jars out in the backyard. So we know you got it. But for the rest of us,
I got a big dog just protecting all of it too, so it's all good.
So I mean, for the rest of us, so what do you do in that breakdown, that civil breakdown, to where do you kind of just hunker down inside the house? Is all the power cut off at this time? I mean, what or do we use what we got and then we have to move out and forage and hunt? And
no, I can tell you exactly what I'm going to go do. I'm going straight to Sam's.
Are you?
Yeah, concrete walls, all the food you can eat.
But then you'll be fighting for every meal because there's going to be other people doing this. Well, there's going to be actual people going in and taking it right back out.
Yeah, but they can't get in because of they don't have, most of them might not have a membership.
Yeah, that's going to really stop them for sure.
So listen, all you have to do is is be prepared, and what I mean prepared is be armed and be ready to just defend your spot. I don't know. Are we talking like the zombie apocalypse, or are we talking about just being off the grid? Are we talking?
I think
we're
more or less talking about being off the grid. Something similar to that movie we watched, to where, do you go into the city, if you let enough time go by and you're allowing, I guess, listening to the radio to see what everybody's going to do next. That's going to be, unless you're one of the first ones to Sam's or one of these other places, you're going to need to hunker down or go rummaging through other people's houses, or
I mean, you got to be better than the next person. You got to make sure that you're armed better than that next guy.
So is there ever a time, hypothetically speaking, is there ever a time that the family animals are part of the hunger solution? No, never a time.
Are you gonna eat? Are you gonna eat, Enzo?
3 days with no food. 5 days, maybe 10 days, with barely any food. He's gonna look like a big chicken or a big turkey walking around. We got propane in the tanks, huh?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, I've got some woods off to the side, but how long is that going to last? I did see something.
Man.
I did see something I have not ever seen before the other day. I was doing a walk Sunday with Liliana, and I'm walking by these woods, and there's like a little bridge there. It's tucked away right next to the woods. Is laying right up there on like a branch is a roll of toilet paper. So is that for anybody in use? Is it, has it been done right there?
It's your property.
Should I try it?
Is it your property?
If it strikes me just right, is that for anybody, or
don't you typically have to do that around different exits in the on I-95.
Would you trust using something that's been sitting out like that? Maybe somebody's touched it and got their finger fungus on it.
I mean, as many times as I call you and you text me back and it's like dumping, I'm like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm sure you're not at the house. I'm sure you're,
Yeah, but it has to be clean. I mean, I just can't go anywhere. I mean, so
you can just go anywhere.
I will say I'll take that back. I don't want to. I don't want to put that out there, but
I'm not. I'm just saying.
I have been everywhere. You know that for a fact.
Oh God.
So
I'm very aware. Oh man, you are killing me.
Including, I don't want to say, but your front yard.
That was horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that is terrible.
That was not a cow that came up in your yard. So I mean,
like,
what do you, so
I was like, man, Luna took a big old one, didn't she?
So what do you do? So you don't stay put? You go ahead and try to venture out? Try to put people in danger? Is that what you do?
Well, you and I already have a plan, me and you.
Yeah, but the rest of the people here don't know.
Excuse me.
No, I'm just saying that thousands and thousands of people are out there listening.
I understand, but we are going to.
They may need some advice.
So my advice is get to a friend's house and have a plan. Start boarding up windows and stuff like that. Start boarding up. You got to have a bug out bag. What's in your bug out bag? Or do you have one?
I don't have one. I just wing it.
Do you?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I've got woods by where I'm at, so I know that I would definitely.
Yeah, but it's outside your fence, though.
No, it ain't. Well, it's outside my fence, but still on my property. So there's plenty of woods out there for critters and all like that. They're free game. They're in my yard. So I guess I would start with that before I go. I don't know. Well, I mean,
but you have to have a perimeter, and it can't be
big. I do have one.
I'm saying a perimeter that you've established.
Well, I've got a perimeter I've established.
Yeah?
Yeah. For real. Anybody comes in that backyard, all I got to do is Enzo's going to let us know anybody that comes up. That's a definite.
Same with Luna. I mean, she ain't letting nothing happen that we don't know about. We got cameras everywhere too. So
the power goes out. Everybody has told you that you can't go to the to bank. I mean, because everything's all up in the air. Everything's chaotic. People are going through other people's house stealing and rummaging. So your aim and your bullets have to be spot on because you can't afford to waste any.
Or you home alone it.
True. Or you can do like your man done on Walking Dead and use that same arrow over and over and over.
Yeah.
And I've got two bows in the closet. Two
compounds. Know how to shoot?
Huh?
Tammy know how to shoot a bow and arrow?
No. Me and Maya do.
Oh, okay. Well.
Me and Maya do.
All right.
I tell you what. To demonstrate this, what we'll do is this weekend, I'll put an apple on your head and show you that I can shoot it off your head. How about that?
Oh, I mean,
and then record it.
I'm down with that.
I'm sure the Brothers Banter would love that. Banter Nation would love to see me taking shots. Well, okay, we'll do it with a watermelon if that makes you feel any better.
It's too heavy for my neck. Give me a headache. I mean, I'm sure that the spear going through my head would give me a headache too, but you know.
So do you try to use power goes out? You try to use all the meat in the refrigerator before it goes to waste. Okay.
Well, you cook it. You go ahead and cook everything because it's going to last a couple of days at least. You know. But
and generator's only going to last as much as the gas lasts. So
yeah,
I've got enough for a few days.
See?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got a big enough generator. I mean, it's not going to do the AC unit here, but it's going to do. I'll be able to podcast.
Yeah,
I'll be able to send
that's
out.
important.
I'll be able to send out a little podcast every day on
That's important.
and telling people, hey, and then is the family. I mean, how's the family going to? How is life in general going to be? You got all these. What is it? Is it Gen Zs that are out now? Are they going to be able to survive?
No,
because all they do is they like complaining and
no, not a one's gonna survive. You know, I mean, where are they gonna get their dye for their blue hair or their green hair? You know, think about it.
Yeah. So what else are we gonna have to have? I mean, I've got ammo. I will have to start. I mean, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to start rummaging. How long is it going to take to start rummaging? Days, weeks, months? What?
Well,
You run all the gas out of your car? I mean, yeah. I mean,
no,
use
no,
that on special occasions.
Gotta be on foot, and you got to figure out who's the weakest person in your neighborhood.
Kind of like a Hunger Game type deal.
Could be.
Yeah.
And then you go and rummage that house. Maybe you'll pop across the foot or something.
Now there is a pond right down the street for me, so that may help me out a little bit as far as food. Pond wise fish.
Yeah. Water.
Huh? Well,
water.
I don't have anything to filter.
Well, that's where your bug out bag comes about. You need to get you one of those filter straws.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pills, that kind of stuff. Mark, I agree with what you're saying.
So can you boil pond water and make it fresh, or you can't boil that, can you?
You can boil it, but you still have a chance
of
there being microbes in it that's gonna
amoebic dysentery.
Rummage through your gut.
Yeah. Amoebic dysentery, where you just piles.
Yeah, it's just gonna rummage right through your guts. I'm telling you right now.
So, in other words, we're not gonna live 6 months.
Yeah, you're right.
That, buddy.
I'm looking at what Mark said.
Oh, okay. So now what? I mean, what how do we go from there? I mean, do we I think you just put barriers around, like for instance where I'm at. You got a little bit of woods to hunt from. I got the means to do it. I've got if you need to take somebody out quietly, I've got the bow and all for that. So cuz you got to conserve the ammo. I mean, you just can't blow it, and you just can't start spraying stuff. You gotta be deliberate in your shots, for sure.
You just have to booby trap your yard.
Do a little bit of Rambo, knifing it, and
you have the guts for it. That's the thing. You have the guts for it.
Well, I mean, am I going to have a choice? I mean, I mean, it's not like everybody like Zuckerberg to where he can put a bunker below. What was that? A $2 million bunker or whatever he's got that he's building right now? Huh?
At least. And what's in it?
Did you know that?
How many people?
Speaking of Zuckerberg, do you know that he was in UFC 30 or 300 this past weekend?
What do you mean in it?
He wasn't in it. He was there. He was in the locker room with one of the guys, and he just kind of looked like a third wheel, just hanging out with. Because to me, I don't know. I mean, I've always thought that him and Elon's a little bit. Well, I've mentioned my my thoughts on that. That
they're aliens.
They're aliens. I mean, you know, they're extremely what they got a decent high IQ. They're billionaires. They are socially lacking.
Does that make you an alien?
Do what?
Does that make you an alien?
No, but I mean, doesn't that put it right out there for you? I mean, for sure.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
You're not very engaging tonight, man. What's up with that?
Yeah, I was replying to Mark. He'll leave us alone. I don't think he'll leave us alone. You stay.
Yeah.
Stay and engage with him. You know.
Yeah.
No, it's just.
I'm wondering if Andy's on here.
Say again.
So I'm wondering if Andy's on here. I hadn't heard from Andy.
I think 3 people in there.
Huh?
I think 3,000 people in here.
I'm looking at 4,000. That could be YouTube too.
Oh, that's probably he might be on YouTube, but he never comments anyway.
Yeah. So we're doing a whole bunch of not doing much of anything. I'm trying to get this out of you, get it rolling and going, and I don't feel the energy. Don't feel the energy tonight. No.
Well, I mean, there's a lot on our mind.
Well, I understand that, and I don't know
from the past week and stuff. So
yeah,
you know, and I think a mosquito got me on my forehead.
So you're still that's kind of weighing you down, huh?
I think so. Yeah. You know, Chad, you know, was checking on us, making sure we were good and everything, and you know, just.
Well, is that so? So you're saying that's why the podcast is very bland tonight because we're not all in focus tonight? Is that what you're trying to say?
It could be. You know, like
because of what we've had to deal with, and then again we get a little bit of something today, and so it's not far from our head. So I guess so. I mean, you know what? We're just going to shut it down and crawl into a ball, and
no, not at all. We're going to be, you know, look, I invite, you know, trouble. You know me, I don't care about it. You know, it's just, hey, Mama D. You know, she's been worried, and you know, I'm sure Wendy and Tammy and the kids, and you know, worried. So
sounds like you're just crawling up in the ball and quitting. I mean, you know.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. No.
Help
I just there's Pop. We need a plan though. I mean, we you and I have, you know, sort of a plan, you know. But we need to start hitting these gun sales. Going in and making deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you trying to say?
We just need to.
Man, let me look at me again. Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
Bull
promise you.
crap. Well, I mean, I can't tell no difference. There's Andy. Oh, well, hello, Andy. I'm glad you can finally make it. I mean, better late than never, right?
Well, you know how he is. You know?
Yeah.
What did he say anyway?
He said,
we're two handsome
gentlemen. And that's from YouTube, so you could read that.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, you seen it go across the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I got Facebook up.
Well, Andy, I don't know how long you've been here, but I'm trying to get Donnie to talk about the apocalypse, and he's all worried about what happened a couple weeks ago. And then we had something else that happened today, and I can't get him to focus and concentrate, so we're not getting anywhere with our podcast. Look at him, see?
You're not worried about, huh?
Look, you just sitting there. You went out a little bit. You kind of pixelated a little bit.
Oh, I'm sure that's probably my internet.
Fibromyalgia.
Either that or Fiber One. I don't know.
Oh my goodness!
Why are your cheeks red?
It possibly
Blood
because
pressure high?
I'm drinking this.
Ah, that's definitely it. Cheeks are red, son.
Is that blood pressure? Probably.
Most definitely. Yeah, but,
Probably.
I mean, just don't stroke out right there on live TV.
You know, Andy. It's never healthy eating around Andy. You see what I'm saying?
Oh no. Yeah.
He gets you nothing but junk food. So
pretty much.
Hey, but I will say this though. Me and Andy had a good conversation today about he's thinking about getting a drone.
Oh, is he?
Mm-hmm. So
why?
Huh?
Why?
Well, I'm a guessing that he somewhat finds it interesting. Like myself, I find it very interesting. You know, flying the skies. You can't fly.
Did you finish your classes?
I am in the process of it. Yeah, I took another quiz today.
In 6 or 8 months.
Do what?
In 6 or 8 months.
Yeah, but I took a hiatus a little bit because of all the stuff we were doing with the podcast, so I kind of veered off of it. I got lazy.
Or because it was boring.
No, it's not boring. It really is.
I'm kidding. I'm really kidding.
But I don't know how. I don't know how Andy feels about it. But like me, you can't afford to actually fly an airplane, so this is the second best thing. You can pretend you're a little person about this big inside a drone, and you're flying around.
See the drones that Iran dropped on Israel?
They dropped drones, or they had drones that dropped.
Well, I mean, they were flying drones that were bombs into Israel.
Oh, okay. Well, have you seen that one? What's that? What's that one movie? It's got Gerard Butler, and he's kind of protecting the president.
Something down, like Eagle Down, or what's the president called?
Not Black Hawk Down.
I know that.
Yeah, but anyway, the Morgan Freeman's is president. He is still protecting the president. But anyway, they're out on the water, and this van opens up, and in the back of the van, a whole bunch of little drones come out, and then as
Suicide
they're looking,
drones.
Yeah, as they're looking down at all the service, Secret Service, the Secret Service is actually, or the drones are actually identifying facial recognition on these things.
Yeah.
And it kills me that
Mom said, Mama D said White House down.
Yeah. Yeah, this was the last one. I don't know. That one's called like Angel Down or something like that. But it kills me. All these movies like this, and it seems like they give everybody good ideas as to how to attack us or what to do and all this other stuff. You ever notice that? Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sure not jumping from one thing to the next, but I am. Have you ever talked to Andy, and he's always when he talks about has he ever talked to, I guess he would talk like Tony and about different guys in the military, stuff like that. Have you ever, and the first things he asked him is what color crayon do you like or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what he done
I
is
try not to talk to Andy much.
Oh, you don't? Oh, okay. So you don't hang out with Andy, right? Too much. You try not to?
I'm just messing around. Yeah, I mean, I just business only. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he says he loves us, but I'm not sure. I think it's just that. I think it's lust, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well,
I
mean, hey.
I mean, he was in the Navy, so you gotta be careful of that.
Yeah. And I think he likes, I mean, that's the first thing that we seen somebody today, and they were, one was a Marine, and he's like, what color crayons do you like? One customer we go to says purple. The guys from today says red. So I mean, what kind of crayons do you like, Donnie? Or eat? Because I'm sure you ate some as a kid.
Oh no,
Andy eats all
I was
of
too
them.
poor. We were too poor to have crayons.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm just having to dig it out of you tonight, man. What's going on? Snap out
what do
of
you
it.
mean?
What's going on? It's like you're just.
No, I'm not. I promise you.
Either that or what happened earlier is really inside your head. That's the only thing I can say.
It's in my head big time. I think we need to talk about it.
I didn't really want to talk about it and make it a big issue, but I
mean, it's not an issue.
I mean, it is, but I mean, what do you? We don't have the solution about it. I guess. Go ahead and bring it up. I guess you can ask by, has anyone seen anything today come across our airways that was somebody has
anybody seen anything kind of weird on the Brothers Banter
socials
platforms?
Yeah, we've had a. Do you really call it a? Do you call it a cyber attack? No. Really?
I mean, could be. What do you think? Because they posted it to all of our social media.
So you're saying we need to shut our podcast down because of what's been happening in the past couple of weeks?
Well, I hope not. I mean, but it's on my mind.
Well, go ahead and spill it out. You ain't talking otherwise, so let's go ahead and hear
it. I mean, I just want to see if anybody else has noticed anything that
that Donnie's worried about.
Yeah, that came out today on all of our social media, and and I'd like to get some some feedback on it. What we should do. So feel free to type in the comments and chime in, please. I mean, I'd love to.
Please, so we can get him to talk to us and not sit back. I'm sitting there trying to not think about it. That's all he is thinking about. And
yeah, but I mean, are you not worried about it?
I am, but what can you do? What can you say? I mean, it's either that or just shut down the podcast, and we don't have much of a choice either way, right?
Do we need to change passwords and all this other stuff?
Well, I'm in the process, but I couldn't do that before all this because that happened not too long before. So it's not like I could shut everything down.
Yeah, I mean, it's creepy. It's bothersome. It's wearing me out. You know what I'm saying? So if they know who we are, where we live, you know what I'm saying, where we shop, where we work, where we go to dinner, I mean, all that stuff. What's next? The whole family. So it's very bothersome.
I know.
I'm surprised that you're not more bothered by it.
I am bothered by it. I just have a lot other issues going on that, I can only take one thing at a time.
Yeah.
And we've had a lot of people ask a lot of questions about it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily what happened today, but just what's happened a couple Saturdays ago. But
right. And here's the thing. We have people that have been in and out of our show tonight in and out, in and out, in and out.
I know
I mean,
that bothers me
are
too
they
because I can't tell
right?
who it
Getting
is.
are they getting kicked out? You know what I'm saying? Did somebody come in and right now and did they take it over and kicking people out and we don't know it? What, babe? Yeah. When he got kicked out?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Are you trying to get back in? She's not. Yeah, she's not able to. So I don't know, man. I mean, I'm very
I don't know how to fix it.
right. That's what I'm saying. So whoever it is, are they trying to sabotage the show? Are they trying to? What do we do? Is it that we just talked, about the retard that's in the White House? Is that it?
Huh.
Is it? Do we love Trump too much? I don't know. So very very off-putting.
I
And
wonder if people keep getting put out because I see how people are in there and then they're not, and then they show back up.
right,
But I
that's what I'm
can't.
saying. So with everything going on in Texas and Nebraska and South Dakota, and you know what I'm saying, and now stuff happening here in Georgia and between me and you, and you know what I'm saying. So what's going on?
Huh.
It's almost like every time I got out of the car today, I looked around. You know,
Hmm.
trust me, my door stays locked until I'm ready to get out and look around and make sure there's nothing out there that's gonna, you know, possibly, possibly cause me harm. So, what are you doing?
I was looking to see. I got something on my screen that's showing. It's showing each like how many out of YouTube, how many out of um Facebook, and it actually shows me all that up on. I just learned that on that screen, so I was going to that screen to see if it was true. Well,
So, we have issues. You know what I'm saying? And are we being sabotaged because of my personal views and um my
well, I don't know if you noticed, but the one person that one of our listeners that's on the watch list is not watching tonight.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Normally, especially when we put out a pre thing like I did, tonight. Hey, in 10 minutes, the Brothers Banter podcast. Normally, we get some run on it, and I even put at followers and at highlight, which is supposed to boost the output. And guess what? Nothing happened. Are we being shadow banned? You know?
Hmm.
So I don't know, man.
Let us know if you are getting kicked out for some reason, because I don't know if the same people that posted that video earlier is kicking people off of our media. So let me know if you've been kicked off, so we can have some kind of an idea. I mean, not like we're going to be able to address anything really, but
No, but do we call? Do we call the FBI?
yeah,
Do we
let
call?
me dial that number.
I'm just saying. I mean, who do we
Do you have
call?
the hotline number?
Look, I'm just going to dial up Smith and Wesson.
Yeah, well then why are you worried about it then?
Well, I mean, do I want to do that? No. I just want to be. We just need to be left alone and with free speech, and let us just say what we want to say and move on. But that's not how liberals work.
Well, I say
And
we just lock it on down, bro. Lock it on down.
yeah,
because we can't. Yeah, because I think people are getting kicked out left and right.
yeah. So I think that's what's going on. I think. When did you ever get back on, babe? Yeah, and she hasn't been able to get back on since she got kicked out. So you see what I'm saying? So it looks like that, we're being targeted for some reason, and it might be my conspiracy theories that are doing it. And if it is, I'm sorry, bro, but you know, you can't. We got to have a voice. We have to. We can't just sit back and and take it, right? Right?
Who are you talking to, me?
You, yeah.
Oh, you're looking down. That's why I'm like.
Well, I'm
You
looking
keep
at your
looking
face
at
on
like.
the.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm looking at the computer. I'm looking at your face.
Oh.
I'm not longing for your face or anything like that. I'm just looking.
Well, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, what can you say?
So, all right.
Okay.
Well, let's go ahead and end it, I guess, because people are just in and out on this thing, and we're not doing any good. And, so I tell you, let's let us know what you think about that video that was posted on all of our social media. It's it's scary, and if you do see it, I mean, I don't know. Babe, did you ever see that video, or did you not see it yet? Okay, my wife saw it, so maybe just certain people can see it, and maybe certain people can't, because it doesn't seem like there was any interaction on it. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. So
all right. Well, let's kick it.
Anyway, yep. That being said, my name is Donnie.
My name's Brian.
Peace.
Peace.